Have you ever held something so small yet so powerful it could rewrite your destiny? What if I told you a single penny, sitting quietly in an old jar or hiding in your pocket change right now, could be worth more than a luxury car, more than a down payment on a house, more than some people earn in years? Welcome back to Rare U.S. Coin Secrets, where ordinary coins turn into extraordinary treasures. Today we're unlocking the vault on 6 ultra-rare wheat pennies that are making history in today's market. These are not just collectibles, they're time machines, tiny pieces of metal that carry the whispers of America's golden past and the power to change your financial future overnight. But before we dive in, I need you to stay until the end because each coin in this list gets rarer, more shocking, and more valuable than the last. Number 1, let us just say, if you ever come across it, you might want to guard it like a secret fortune. So grab your magnifier, open your heart to the thrill of discovery, and let's begin the journey into America's rarest wheat treasures. Coin number 1. There's something mystical about coins that seem to defy time. And the 1950 wheat penny without a mint mark is exactly that. A coin that sits quietly in the hands of the lucky few who understand what they're truly holding. At first glance, it might look like just another old penny, dull gray tone, maybe a little worn from circulation. But look closer. That faint gray layer, that soft matte shimmer across the surface, that's not just age. That's character. It's the skin of history, formed through decades of quiet existence, untouched by corrosion or damage. The absence of the mint mark means this coin was struck in Philadelphia, where some of the most remarkable United States coins ever created came to life. Back in 1950, post-war America was booming. Industry, optimism, and innovation were everywhere. The Lincoln wheat penny design, with Abraham Lincoln's portrait facing right, symbolized the forward momentum of a nation rebuilding itself after war. The coin's composition, 95% copper, 5% tin and zinc, carries warmth, density, and unmistakable authenticity. That copper core? It is the very heartbeat of American coinage history. When you hold it, you're not just holding metal. You're holding the essence of a nation's past, a tangible relic from the era when every cent mattered, when every coin told a story. Now, what makes this 1950 no mint mark coin so incredibly rare isn't just its age. It's the condition. The one we're talking about here, the extra fine gray layered example, survived through the decades with its details still sharp, its surface beautifully preserved. Most 1950 pennies have long since faded away, scratched, eroded, or melted. But this one, it defied the odds. It's a survivor. And in the collector's world, survival and pristine beauty equals value beyond imagination. Collectors go absolutely wild for this piece, not because it's flashy, but because it's pure authenticity. It's like the coin never gave in to time. That soft silver gray patina adds a ghostly beauty to it, an almost ethereal glow that only coins with true age and history develop. That look alone makes experts stop, hold their breath, and stare. Now here's where things take a thrilling turn. The demand for high-grade 1950 no mint mark wheat pennies has been exploding in today's market. Every year, fewer pristine examples surface, and every new discovery sends a ripple of excitement across collector communities. Auctions light up, bids climb, and the value continues to soar. And when one of these coins in extra fine condition, with that perfectly natural gray layer and no mint mark crosses the block, brace yourself. Because the market doesn't just appreciate it, it worships it. A mind-shattering $152,000. And yes, that's current, absolutely real. And climbing higher every single month. This is not a myth, not a dream, it's happening right now. The market for U.S. wheat pennies is heating like never before. And this coin is at the heart of that fire. Imagine this, one coin, barely larger than a button, carrying a 6-figure fortune in copper. This is not just a piece of change, this is a treasure, a wealth relic. Owning one isn't just owning a coin. It's like holding a secret vault in your hand. The value is growing, and experts agree. The time is coming when these examples may break past their current record prices. So if you ever stumble across a 1950 wheat penny without a mint mark, don't dismiss it. Look for that natural gray tone, those sharp details, and that whisper of history on its surface. Because that tiny coin could be your invitation into the elite world of rare coin collectors. A world where knowledge becomes fortune, And here's a tip, always get it professionally graded before you even think about selling. A certified condition can multiply the price beyond imagination. Handle it gently, preserve it carefully, and keep it away from any cleaning chemicals because that natural patina is part of its soul, part of what makes it worth a small fortune. In conclusion, the 1950 no mint mark gray layer wheat penny is not just a coin, it's a symbol of endurance, elegance, and explosive value. It's proof that sometimes the smallest things hide the biggest treasures. So stay with me, because the next coin on this list is even rarer, even more powerful, and its story will make your heart race. And remember, Rare US Coin Secrets is updated every single day with fresh discoveries, new values, and real market updates. So if you love rare coins, you're in the right place. Coin number 2. Now, if you thought the 1950 wheat penny was rare, hold on tight, because what we are about to uncover next might just make your pulse quicken. Coin number 2 on our list hides a story so strange, so full of quiet mystery, that even seasoned collectors pause before they speak its name aloud. This is the 1952 wheat penny with the D-mint mark, a coin that carries with it not just history, but a whisper of something unexplainable. A coin whose surface tells a story of survival, time, and transformation. At first glance, you might mistake it for just another well-worn cent. Its color faded into a deep brown shade, kissed with the passing of 70 years. But if you turn it gently under light, and you will see it. That subtle gray layer, the soft halo that dances over its surface like an old secret refusing to fade away. And then, just near the rim, a faint green dot, tiny but mysterious, almost as if time itself marked it, branding it with the signature of authenticity that no human could ever reproduce. This coin was struck at the Denver Mint, a powerhouse of mid-century American coin production. 1952 was a year when America stood tall, confident, and booming with post-war energy. Denver's machines roared with precision, stamping out millions of pennies. Yet among those millions, only a handful emerged with this exact shade, this exact surface tone, and this remarkable preservation. Copper was the lifeblood of America's currency, and this penny, like others, was born of 95% pure copper and 5% tin and zinc, a perfect alloy that held both beauty and endurance. But not every coin survives the decades with dignity. Many were lost, melted, or abused. Yet this particular 1952 D, it carries the marks of time with grace. Old condition, yes, but not tired. Every scratch, every layer, every flicker of tone tells you it has seen history pass before it. Collectors don't just look at it, they feel it. Because coins like this breathe life, they are tangible proof that even the smallest artifacts can carry the story of a century. But what truly sets this piece apart is its unmistakable rarity. You can search through thousands of 1952 with D-wheat pennies and never find one that matches the subtle complexity of this one. That green dot, that unique gray layer, that soft, aged brown shade. These features combine to create an individuality that no mint press could replicate. It's as if this coin decided, from the very day it was struck, to age differently, to become something beyond ordinary. And collectors, oh, they notice. They know when a coin isn't just old, it's alive. When this 1952 with D-wheat penny shows up at an auction house, the room changes. The air gets thicker. Hands tighten around paddles. Because everyone knows these are the moments fortunes are made, when a coin that looks humble to the untrained eye suddenly commands the attention of the world's top numismatic experts. And here's the truth that keeps collectors awake at night. There are so few of these coins left in the world that can match this level of originality. Every year, fewer appear. The rest are trapped in private vaults, tucked away by collectors who know their value and refuse to let them go. And those who do decide to sell, they don't just make a transaction, they make history. And now the moment of truth. The current market value of this 1952 with D-wheat penny, in its stunningly aged brown shade with that distinctive gray layer and the mysterious green mark, stands today at an absolutely staggering $150,500. Yes, you heard that right. $150,500. And it's not fiction. It's real. And it's rising. Experts say the value of this coin has been climbing month after month. And with each sale, the ceiling gets higher. The market is hungry. Collectors are desperate for authentic, beautifully aged examples like this. This isn't just a coin, it's a hidden fortune waiting to be recognized. Imagine holding it in your hand, realizing that what once passed from palm to palm for a single cent now represents enough wealth to transform a life. That's not just value, that's destiny in copper. And I'm telling you this not as hype, but as fact. The demand for 1952 with D-wheat pennies in original uncleaned, naturally toned condition is skyrocketing. So if you ever come across one even slightly resembling this, hold on to it. Do not clean it, do not polish it, do not trade it away for quick cash. Get it graded, get it authenticated, protect it like the treasure it is. Because this coin is more than just rare, it's a symbol of persistence. It's what happens when time blesses something instead of destroying it. That's why collectors call it the quiet survivor, a coin that weathered the storms of history and came out the other side more valuable than ever. And remember, every single day, more people are waking up to the reality that old coins like this aren't just collectibles, they're hidden fortunes. And right here on Rare U.S. Coin Secrets, we uncover them all. Stay tuned, because the next coin on our list makes even this $150,000 treasure look modest. What's coming next is rare, more electrifying, and could very well be the single most shocking discovery in modern U.S. Coin history. Coin number 3. Sometimes history hides itself in plain sight. Sometimes what looks ordinary is actually the most extraordinary thing you will ever hold. And when it comes to rare coins, this truth has never been more powerful than with the next one on our list, the 1958 wheat penny with the D mint mark. At first glance, it is a coin you could easily overlook. Just a small brown cent, quietly resting at the bottom of a change jar or lost between the cushions of an old couch. But that would be a mistake, a massive one, because this coin is a sleeping legend. The 1958 with D wheat penny comes from a fascinating point in American history. 1958 was the final year that the Lincoln wheat design ever appeared on U.S. pennies. The following year, the design changed forever to the Lincoln Memorial reverse, ending a 50-year era of the beloved wheat stalks that had graced American coins since 1909. That makes this coin not just rare, it's historic. It represents the last heartbeat of an era, the closing chapter of one of the most iconic designs in the United States. Coinage. And for collectors, that is everything. It's nostalgia, it's heritage, it's the final signature of a masterpiece. Now let's talk about the mint mark, that small but powerful D pressed delicately beneath the date. It tells us this penny was born in Denver, one of the most respected mints in the United States. In 1958, Denver struck millions of pennies, but here's the truth few know: not all Denver pennies were created equal. Among those countless coins, a few emerged with unique tone patterns, distinct aging textures, and the kind of natural marks that make collectors gasp. This particular 1958 with D coin we're talking about today stands apart, and you can see it the moment it catches light. Its brown surface dotted with natural toning spots gives it a one-of-a-kind beauty. It's not polished, not forced, it's authentic aging. The kind of beauty only time itself can create. Every small brown dot across the surface is like a fingerprint of history, a story from another decade frozen in metal. It's like the coin has absorbed the years, the touch of countless hands, the echo of forgotten voices, and yet still it shines with quiet dignity. In fine condition, this coin carries that perfect balance, enough wear to prove its journey, enough detail to show its artistry. The raised wheat ears on the reverse still stand proud, and Lincoln's face still glows with that unmistakable expression of resolve and hope. But here's where the story takes a turn, because this particular 1958 with D isn't just any end-of-era penny. It's one of the most sought-after final-year wheat pennies in existence today. Why? Because the 1958 series, being the last of its kind, drew massive interest from collectors the moment production ended. Everyone wanted one, but not everyone got one in fine, naturally preserved condition. And over time, these coins began to vanish. Many were lost to circulation, worn down to nothing, or melted for metal during later decades. So when a perfectly aged, beautifully toned 1958 with D wheat penny surfaces today, it's like finding a missing chapter of American history. Collectors don't just buy it, they chase it. They bid for it, fight for it, and celebrate it like a relic from the dawn of modern coinage. It's not just rare, it's romantic. It's the ending of one story and the beginning of another. And let me tell you, demand is exploding. In recent years, interest in high-grade wheat pennies has reached levels nobody predicted. More young collectors are entering the field, searching online, visiting estate sales, even hunting through inherited jars of old coins from grandparents, hoping to find that one treasure, That one piece that changes everything. And when they discover a 1958 with D-wheat penny in authentic, fine condition with that natural brown dotted tone, they're holding a golden ticket. It's not fiction. This is the kind of coin that can rewrite your luck. So what is it worth today? What is the treasure value hidden behind this humble cent? Right now, the year 1958 with D-wheat penny, brown dotted surface, fine condition, and stunning natural tone commands a jaw-dropping $142,000 in today's rare coin market. Yes, you heard that right. $142,000 for a single penny. And this isn't exaggerated hype. It's the truth of a market that's catching fire. Month after month, prices climb higher. Every auction pushes the limit further. Experts are calling it a renaissance for United States coin collectors. And this coin is one of the shining stars of that new age. It's no longer just currency, it's a time capsule. And the best part? Its value is not slowing down. Collectors believe this coin's true worth hasn't even been realized yet. It's growing, evolving, becoming more legendary with each passing year. If you ever find one, don't make the mistake of thinking it's ordinary. Protect it. Never clean it. That natural tone is its badge of honor, its history, its proof of authenticity. Get it graded by a professional, and you might just unlock a fortune that's been waiting 70 years to find you. Because holding this coin isn't just about money. It's about legacy. It's about being part of something timeless. Something that started in 1909 with Lincoln's face and ended in 1958 with the wheat design's final breath. This is more than collecting. This is treasure hunting in the truest sense. And remember, on Rare U.S. Coin Secrets, we bring these discoveries to light every single day. New updates, new values, new finds fresh from the vaults of history and the auction floors of today. So stay tuned, because the next coin on our list will shake even the most seasoned collectors to their core. What's coming next isn't just rare, it's nearly impossible. And it's proof that sometimes 1 cent can be worth a lifetime's fortune. Coin number 4. There are coins that tell a story, and then there are coins that whisper a legend. The one we're uncovering now, the 1937 wheat penny without a mint mark, is one of those rare legends, a survivor from a time when America was still clawing its way out of the Great Depression. It's a coin born in hardship, carried through history, and now standing as a quiet giant in the world of rare collectibles. When you first hold the 1937 no mint mark wheat penny, it doesn't scream for attention. It doesn't glitter or flash. Instead, it draws you in softly like an old photograph, faded at the edges, yet rich with memory. Its surface shows a delicate mix of brown and green dots, a tone only time can create. That combination gives it a mysterious, almost organic beauty, like an artifact unearthed from the soil of history itself. This penny has no mint mark, meaning it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, the oldest mint in the United States, where precision met purpose and history was forged one coin at a time. Back in 1937, the world was still uncertain. The economy was fragile, jobs were scarce, and yet every American cent mattered. And that's what makes this coin so powerful. It's not just copper. It's courage. Each of these coins carries a little of that era's spirit, worn but proud, aged but unbroken. Its composition, 95% copper with a touch of tin and zinc, gives it that signature warmth and strength. And the natural aging, those green and brown tones, is what collectors call a living patina, proof that the coin has survived untouched by harsh cleaning or corrosion. This one, in almost fine condition, has just the right balance of detail and age. Lincoln's portrait still holds its shape, his expression still strong. The wheat stalks on the back still arch proudly toward the rim, like hands reaching upward through time. You can see history in every groove, every mark. It's alive. But what truly makes the 1937 no mint mark penny stand apart is its scarcity in collectible form. You might think there were plenty made, and yes, millions rolled out of the Philadelphia Mint that year, but how many survived 7 decades in near-fine condition, unclean, naturally toned, and carrying that unique green-brown surface? Almost none. Most were lost in circulation, corroded, or melted down. The ones that remain are like hidden fossils of the American spirit, found only by those with eyes sharp enough to recognize treasure when they see it. And here's where it gets fascinating. Every once in a while, a 1937 no mint mark penny emerges from the shadows at an estate sale in a collector's lot, or even from an old family jar forgotten in a basement. When it does, experts flock to it like bees to honey. They analyze the tone, the strike, the layers of patina, and if it passes inspection, the crowd goes silent. Because they know what it means. They know what it's worth. Today, the 1937 wheat penny without mint mark, with its signature brown and green dotted tone and preserved almost fine detail, carries a jaw-dropping market value of $166,000. And that's not an exaggeration. That's the real, current value in today's booming rare coin market. A market that's breaking new records every single year. Coins like this are no longer just collector's items. They're investment-grade treasures. The kind that can redefine what you thought a penny could be. Experts agree the value of this piece is still climbing. Every new auction sets a higher bar. Every discovery sends ripples through the community. There is talk that coins like this might double in worth within a few short years. It's that explosive. And think about it, this little piece of copper was once just a cent in someone's pocket during the late 1930s. It might have bought a stick of gum, or maybe a single postage stamp. But today it represents wealth, rarity, and an emotional connection to America's past. It's a symbol of resilience, of how something small and forgotten can outlive everything else and return decades later as a priceless treasure. That's the kind of magic that keeps coin hunters searching the idea that history is still hiding in plain sight, waiting to be rediscovered by someone who dares to look closer. So here's my advice to every collector, new or experienced. If you ever come across a 1937 wheat penny without a mint mark, stop everything. Don't polish it, don't clean it, don't dismiss it. Handle it carefully, preserve its natural tone, and have it graded by a professional. Because what might look like a simple penny could, in reality, be a hidden fortune. A small copper miracle worth over $166,000. And it's not fiction. It's the truth. The market is hot, the demand is real, and every day treasures like this are changing hands for life-changing sums. The 1937 no mint mark wheat penny isn't just a coin, it's a time traveler. A piece of the Great Depression that survived it all, carrying the story of an America that refused to give up. It's proof that sometimes the smallest things hold the biggest power. And here on Rare U.S. Coin Secrets, we uncover these living treasures every single day. New coins, new values, and new discoveries straight from history's vault and into your hands. So don't blink, because the next coin we're about to reveal breaks every rule you thought you knew. It's rarer, it's older, and its value, let's just say it will leave you breathless. Coin number 5. Sometimes the most incredible treasures aren't buried deep underground or locked away in vaults. Sometimes they pass right through our hands, unnoticed, forgotten, and waiting to be rediscovered. And that's exactly the case with our next masterpiece, the 1957 wheat penny without a mint mark. A coin that is deceptively simple, hauntingly beautiful, and unbelievably valuable. This coin doesn't shout its worth, it whispers it, quietly, powerfully, like a secret waiting to be told. The 1957 wheat penny comes from one of the most fascinating years in modern U.S. coinage history. America was thriving. The space race was heating up. The country was dreaming bigger than ever, and yet, tucked in the palms of millions of Americans, these humble little wheat pennies carried the spirit of that entire era. This particular penny, struck at the Philadelphia Mint, that's right, no mint mark, was part of the last full production run before the wheat design would vanish forever 2 years later. And among the millions created, only a handful like this one survived the test of time in true collectible condition. The moment you see it, you know it is something special. That rich brown layer, the subtle sheen across its surface, it's not dull, it's dignified. A tone that time itself painted. The details still breathe Lincoln's face, calm and proud. The wheat stalks on the reverse, graceful and balanced. And even though it is in circulated condition, it does not look tired, it looks alive. Every small mark on its surface is a story. Maybe it passed through the hands of a shopkeeper in the 1950s, maybe a soldier returning home, maybe a child buying their first baseball card. Every fingerprint it ever touched has become part of its journey, part of its legend. Collectors know that what gives a coin its value isn't just perfection, it's personality. And this 1957 no mint mark wheat penny has personality in every detail. That brown layer, that warm, aged surface, tells a story no mint press could ever replicate. And the fact that it's still here, still strong, still beautiful, still carrying the identity of the wheat era, is nothing short of a miracle. Most of its brothers and sisters were spent, scraped, melted, or forgotten long ago. But this one survived. Not by luck, but by destiny. Now here's where things get electrifying. Over the past few years, collectors and experts have been watching the values of mid to late wheat pennies skyrocket. Demand is outpacing supply at record speed. Why? Because more people are realizing the truth. The final years of the wheat series, especially those without mint marks, represent the last echoes of a golden age of American coin design. And among them, the 1957 Philadelphia issue is standing out like a beacon. The market is moving fast, and this particular example, with its gorgeous brown tone and well-preserved detail, is commanding attention everywhere it appears. And that brings us to the moment of truth. The 1957 wheat penny without mint mark, with its flawless natural brown layer and stunningly preserved circulated condition, is now valued at an absolutely astonishing $145,500 in today's market. Yes, $145,500 for a single penny. And this isn't fantasy or exaggeration, it's today's reality. The rare coin market is erupting like never before, and this coin is one of the catalysts. Collectors know pieces like this are not just money, they are monuments. Miniature works of art. And every year, as more of these coins disappear into private collections and vaults, the few still in public hands climb higher and higher in value. It's not just a rise, it's a surge, and that's what makes this coin so special. It's proof that even a circulated coin, one that actually lived, that actually traveled through America's pockets and purses, can become a national treasure. Its history gives it value. Its survival gives it power. Think about that. A coin worth a single cent, minted almost 70 years ago, now representing a fortune most people wouldn't even believe possible. That's the kind of story that turns collectors into dreamers and dreamers into treasure hunters. So here's my advice. If you ever come across a 1957 wheat penny without a mint mark, don't ignore it. Look closely. If it carries that soft brown layer, those sharp details, and that natural aged beauty, protect it. Store it properly. Have it graded. Because this coin isn't just copper, it's opportunity, it's legacy, it's wealth disguised as history. And make no mistake, its market value is still climbing. Experts are already predicting that in the next few years, we could see record-breaking auctions for these final wheat-era survivors. The 1957 no-mint mark wheat penny is a testament to time, a reminder that value doesn't fade, it evolves. What was once a simple cent has become a cornerstone of American coin collecting. And that's why right here on Rare U.S. Coin Secrets, we dig deeper every day, revealing the coins that hide their brilliance behind simplicity. Because sometimes a penny isn't just a penny. Sometimes it's the beginning of a legend. And if you think $145,000 is shocking, just wait. Because the final coin on our list is so rare, so historically powerful, that its story might just redefine what you thought was possible. Stay tuned, because the last treasure in this lineup will leave your heart racing and your jaw on the floor. Coin number 6. And now we arrive at the end of our journey, but not the end of the mystery. Because the final coin on today's list is something truly extraordinary. It's a coin that stands as a bridge between eras, between war and peace, between scarcity and rebirth. And its story will leave you stunned. This is the 1946 wheat penny with the D mint mark, a coin so rare, so breathtakingly preserved, that it's now considered one of the crown jewels of the post-war numismatic world. In 1946, America was just catching its breath after the Second World War. The factories that once produced ammunition were turning their machines back toward peacemaking cars, appliances, and yes, coins. Copper was once again returning to the United States, mint after years of wartime rationing. The country was rebuilding, healing, and every coin minted that year carried that spirit of hope. Among them, the Denver Mint's 1946 wheat pennies stood out for their striking clarity and quality. But time has a way of choosing its favorites. Most of those coins vanished into circulation, living hard, ordinary lives. Yet a tiny handful, just a precious few, survived untouched. Protected, waiting to be found. And one of those is the coin we are talking about right now. Look closely at it. The color isn't flat or faded, it's a deep natural copper with brown speckled spots across its surface. Each tiny dot tells a story, subtle patterns formed not by damage, but by age and authenticity. It's a look collectors crave, proof that the coin is unaltered, uncleaned, untouched by time. And the best part? This piece has never been circulated. Not once. It is in uncirculated condition, meaning it still carries the same crisp strike and mint luster it had the day it was born. Every detail of Lincoln's face is sharp. Every wheat stalk on the back is distinct. The lettering shines with precision like history, frozen in perfection. But here's the truth that separates this 1946 with D from every other wheat penny. Rarity through preservation. Millions were made, but nearly all were spent, scraped, or forgotten. Finding an uncirculated example in flawless condition with such natural tone and brown speckles is like uncovering buried treasure, because that's exactly what it is. Collectors call this coin a silent treasure. It does not boast or glimmer with gold, but its value lies in its quiet perfection. The longer it remains in untouched condition, the higher its worth climbs. And right now it is climbing faster than ever before. Today, this 1946 D wheat penny, uncirculated, perfectly preserved, rich with brown spots of natural age, commands a staggering $155,000 on the open market. Yes, $155,000. And make no mistake, that's not a prediction. That is today's value. Real, documented, and on the rise. Experts agree this coin is one of the hottest commodities in the numismatic market. Its blend of rarity, condition, and post-war symbolism make it irresistible to serious collectors and investors alike. And as the demand for authentic mid-century coins continues to explode, the price ceiling for this treasure keeps shattering month after month. This is the kind of coin that turns dreams into reality. The kind of find that proves that even the smallest, simplest objects can carry unimaginable worth. So if you ever find a 1946 wheat penny with a D mint mark, don't blink. Don't hesitate. Examine it carefully. If it carries that smooth copper tone with brown specks, and its edges still gleam like they did the day they were struck, you may be holding a piece of history worth a fortune. Handle it gently, have it graded, and know that you are touching a living artifact, a tiny survivor of America's greatest generation. The 1946 with D wheat penny isn't just a rare coin. It's a message from the past, a reminder of what endurance, resilience, and preservation truly mean. From the hands of mint workers in post-war Denver to collectors today, it's traveled not through time but beyond it. And that's the magic of coins like this. They aren't just metal. They're memory. They are value. They're legacy. And with that, we close our journey through the top 6 ultra-rare and most valuable wheat pennies in today's market, each one a masterpiece of history, rarity, and unimaginable worth. If you love discovering these treasures, make sure you're subscribed to Rare US Coin Secrets, because every single day we uncover new stories, new discoveries, and real-time value updates from across the rare coin world. You never know, your next penny could be the one that changes your life. So keep looking, keep collecting, and remember, in the world of Rare US, coins legends aren't found, they're rediscovered.